All right, California's ban on the sale of new gas-powered vehicles by 2035 just hit a red light. The House of Representatives voted today to undo a waiver from the EPA that helped pave the way for the ban. ABC 10's Becca Habegger is in studio to drive this home for us. And Becca, I feel like we just talked about this not too long ago, actually.
Yeah, Alex, I stood right here in this studio back in December reporting on two waivers newly granted by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency that would allow the California Air Resources Board to move forward with that statewide ban. Now, at the time, Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley vowed to fight it, and fight he did.
In September of 2020, Governor Gavin Newsom signed an executive order establishing a goal that 100% of in-state sales of new passenger cars and trucks will be zero emission by 2035, and all medium and heavy-duty vehicles in the state be zero emission by 2045.
We will be the first jurisdiction in the world to require all new cars to be sold to be alternative fuel cars.
The goal was to fight climate change, reduce pollutants that lead to smog and damage people's health, and reduce the state's dependence on fossil fuels in favor of clean, renewable fuels.
I don't think that's an appropriate policy.
Critics, including Republican U.S. Representative Kevin Kiley of Rockland, have opposed the ban this whole time.
I don't think it's the right thing for the government to do, to order millions of Californians what car they should drive. I think it should be up to individuals to drive the car of their choice.
But in order to enact this ban, California would need to impose standards that are stricter than what federal regulations allow. In 2023, the EPA granted California a waiver, followed by two more last December. In response, Kiley posted on X, "We will promptly reverse Newsom's insane mandate in the new year." And that's just what he worked to do.
Today's action really just restores common sense and says that you should be able to drive the car of your choice, and it passed with bipartisan support.
Kiley spoke with ABC 10 on Thursday, the day a majority of U.S. representatives, 200 Republicans and 35 Democrats, voted to withdraw one of those waivers. The day before, the House had already voted to withdraw the other two. Kiley is among the representatives who introduced the resolutions that, using something called the Congressional Review Act, would withdraw the waivers, though they still need the approval of the Senate.
I believe it'll pass in the Senate.
In response to the votes, Governor Newsom said, in part, Trump Republicans are hell-bent on making California smoggy again. Clean air didn't used to be political. Our vehicles program helps clean the air for all Californians and will continue defending it. He and State Attorney General Rob Bonta pointed out both the nonpartisan U.S. Government Accountability Office and Senate parliamentarian have said the Congressional Review Act does not apply to these waivers. Bonta said, in part, not only would the misuse of the CRA undermine the integrity of our democratic process, but it would also be unlawful, adding his office is monitoring the situation closely, including what happens next in the Senate.
I asked the offices of Governor Newsom and Attorney General Bonta for interviews today, and they were not available to speak with me.